In today's news, the BVI's first ever First Lady, Mrs. Hilda E. Stoutt, has passed away at 84, and some fisher folks and farmers still yet to receive stimulus, claims opposition leader Marlon Penn. And the BVI Christian Council pens an open letter on the recent murders, and we also see health, wellness and fun is the 2022 target for public health. Well, viewers, these and more stories when 284 News returns.
Live stream cable TV is here with CCT Live. Access over 80 channels that you can watch either at home or when you're on the go. And don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Rewind and watch in your own time. Come to CCT today and ask about our 1-month free trial offer. CCT Live. Bring it home.
Well, welcome everyone. It's Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. I'm Kamal Haynes, coming to you live from the beautiful British Virgin Islands. Well, happy Wednesday to one and all, and thank you so much for joining us. Well, we start today's newscast on a sad note. Well, the first ever First Lady of the Virgin Islands, Mrs. Hilda E. Stoutt, wife to the territory's first ever Chief Minister, Honorable H. Lavity Stoutt, has transitioned at the age of 84. But this was confirmed by her son, Preston Stoutt, in an invited comment by our agency, which revealed that she passed away yesterday evening. Well, Mrs. Stoutt, a mother of 6, was an ardent Methodist and member of the Zion Hill Methodist Church. Originally from Carrot Bay, Tortola, she moved to Long Bay after marrying the late Honorable H. Lavity Stoutt in 1956. The two were married for 39 years at the time of his passing in 1995. Mrs. Stoutt was well known throughout the community for being a wife, mother, baker, homemaker, grandmother, a philanthropist, and a pioneer businesswoman in the tourism industry, serving as the first general manager of a short-term property in the Virgin Islands. Well, during her time as First Lady, she met Queen Elizabeth II on both of her visits to the Virgin Islands. Well, she is remembered for her grace, class, and elegance. Well, the owners and management and staff of CCT, BVI Cable TV, and 284 Media express our condolences to the family of the late Mrs. Hilda Stoutt. Well, viewers, moving to our second story, where opposition leader Marlon Penn has made claims that there are still some fishers and farmers who are yet to receive any money from the government's Fishers and Farmers Stimulus Initiative, which was launched back in 2020. Well, Penn's comments came during a National Democratic Party radio program, which was aired on Monday, February 7th. Viewers, take a listen. Well, opposition leader Marlon Penn has claimed that as recent as last Sunday, persons within the agricultural sector who, according to a leaked document, were said to be recipients of grants, were still left empty-handed and yet to receive any money.
Up to yesterday, persons reached out to me and said, look, Mr. Penn, can you help me? My name is on this list. I'm a fisherman, I'm a farmer. I'm trying to get the monies that was said that I received, I never received, and I'm not getting any correspondence from the government. So the legitimate fishers and farmers haven't gotten any money, but persons who I would say are not, who don't even know, you show them a fishing rod, they know what a fishing rod is.
Honorable Penn.
And that is what we are realistically.
We are live on radio, so did you hear what you just said?
Yes, and I speak, I'm a straight shooter. Persons whose name on the list and allotted to receive funds are still to this day yet to receive those funds from the fishing and farming grant.
Penn said that these occurrences, as well as the over-budgeting of the stimulus initiative, was as a result of the government not having an initial plan. The opposition leader said he believes that the government rushed the initiative after his team published a comprehensive plan for the territory, which at the time was the only plan publicly made available by elected officials.
And we botched, and I think the reality is that in contrast, when we rushed, and that was a rush because of the plan that we put out as an opposition. So they had to rush to try to get something done to seem as they were doing something. And without the proper planning, we got what we got, and we saw how that was taken apart by the subcommission inquiry and the inconsistencies in the process. And we know the challenges that we had with that. That is monies that we needed now to be able to help the economy, keep the economy going.
In doing our due diligence, 284 News also reached out to the Deputy Premier and Minister for Agriculture, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, to find out if, according to his knowledge, whether there were any outstanding persons who were previously approved for the stimulus grant that had not yet received any funding. Dr. Wheatley said he is aware of past situations where persons did not receive funding, but said those persons were later successful after inquiring to the government on the status of their application. But the minister also expressed that applying for a grant does not guarantee an approval, but did encourage those fishers and farmers who originally applied for the grant to contact the Premier's office to query on the matter.
I would say to you, Kamal, that there's no one who has been entitled to a grant. We gave way more funds for the grants than what was originally allocated, which means we tried to help as many persons as possible. And if persons did not receive assistance, they can contact the Premier's office to see the status of their application. But if there are persons who still require assistance with their farms and with their fishing operations, I would encourage them to engage on this bill with the Agricultural and Fisheries Authority. And I would encourage them to communicate with myself as the Minister of Agriculture. I have to say to you, we have money services transaction levy that has provided now millions of dollars for agriculture and fisheries. And we want to introduce a grant giving regime based on that money services transaction levy, which was the 7% tax applied to the money services businesses. That's resulted in millions of dollars that we can use to help support farmers and fishers in growing and developing their business.
Meanwhile, Dr. Wheatley said that moving forward, the focus is on having as much consultation from fishers and farmers on the proposed Food Security and Sustainability Bill, which seeks to establish an Agriculture and Fisheries Authority. He said that this statutory body will have the authority to approve grants to in-need farmers and fishers to help develop their business.
This authority will have the power to be able to grant farmers grants, as well as provide them with loans, with micro-financing options, with micro-insurance options, with assistance after disasters, even in the midst of pandemics. So we want to be able to evolve based on the experience we had through the pandemic and evolve in such a way that we become very efficient in terms of how we administer grants and how we monitor them. I think we made commendable efforts getting persons who are food producers some assistance at a very critical time. But moving forward, I would like to see the Agricultural and Fisheries Authority, which, when the bill is passed, will have the legal authority to be able to administer these grants. And I want farmers and fishers to be fully engaged in the process so that we can help you to develop your farms and develop your fishing operations. Let's dialogue as a community and see how we push forward. Yes, the pandemic, some certain things that happened during the pandemic were not done as we would have expected, but let's move forward now. We have so many opportunities before us, as if we can just seize those opportunities.
Well, viewers, that was the Deputy Premier and Minister responsible for Agriculture, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley. Up next, viewers, the BVI Christian Council pens an open letter on the recent murders, and health, wellness, and fun is the 2022 target for the public health. But these and more stories when 284 News return.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome back, viewers. Well, as gun violence continues to plague the territory, the BVI Christian Council is taking a stance and calling for peace among the land. Well, our 284's Ron Grant has the story.
In an open letter to Virgin Islands residents, the BVI Christian Council, under the leadership of Reverend Earthlyn Brown, penned its thoughts against violence and crime in the Virgin Islands. The letter said, and I quote, "As the BVI Christian Council, we are praying and believing God for the healing of our land from violence and crime. We therefore join the government of the Virgin Islands in taking a stand in opposing violence and crime against each other here in our beautiful territory." Speaking specifically to the most recent murder of and the territory's first murder victim of 2022, 21-year-old Jaquan Thomas, the council said, and I quote, "We speak out against the brutal shooting in broad daylight of a young resident last Sunday, January 30th, 2022, and the previous shooting of another young man in a famous nightclub right here in our territory. This is becoming one too many." The letter ended by saying, "We advocate for peace in our territory and condemn violence and crime against humanity. It is the will of God that we all live in unity and peace. Stop the violence now." The BVI Christian Council sends condolences to the families who lost their loved ones, and they continue to pray God's strength, they say, and comfort in this time of bereavement. "You are in our prayers," the statement ended. "We pray peace over our land, and we all call upon each resident to speak out against violence and crime in our communities. May God continue to heal these beautiful Virgin Islands." Reporting for 284 News, Ron Grant.
Well, viewers, in the wake of the recent murders, family, friends, officials, and legislators are calling for an end to gun violence. Well, viewers, moving on to our next story, where pizza lovers were invited by the Public Health Unit to observe National Pizza Day, among other things, while celebrating health, wellness, and fun in the 2022. Well, our Ron Grant has that story.
The Public Health Unit has observed Wednesday, February 9th, 2022 as National Pizza Day, and the public was invited to mark the occasion and be creative by showcasing some new and scrumptious but healthier versions of pizza. Additionally, the national epidemiologist stated that the unit's team will be promoting World Cancer Day, VI Love Yourself Week, International Childhood Cancer Day, International Singles Awareness Day, and International Rare Disease Day during this month. National epidemiologist Ms. Harmony Messiah Bruley said that the Public Health Unit of the Ministry of Health and Social Development is on a mission to promote health, wellness, and fun for the year of 2022. Ms. Messiah Bruley said COVID-19 has contributed to high mortality rates among people with chronic non-communicable diseases, and the unit will be refocusing its energies into promoting health, wellness, and fun through this year's calendar of events. Listen in.
Through the Public Health Unit's calendar of health observances for 2022, we want to refocus our energies into promoting health, wellness, and fun. Many of the food-based initiatives that we have on our calendar of observances are to show the public that we do not have to sacrifice flavor for health. So we can actually enjoy eating our favorite junk foods just with the right ingredients and a few key tweaks. The Public Health Unit understands that when it comes to our health, your health, population health, everything is inextricably connected. And we believe now is the time to start to fit all the pieces of the puzzle together so that the population can achieve the highest attainable level of health and wellness. We believe it is a fundamental human right. So this year, the unit will be focused on changing the current paradigm of health and wellness in the territory.
Other activities planned are VI Love Yourself Week, which is held February 4th to the 18th, and the public is invited to participate in the following. February 4th, show love, perform a random act of kindness, and post a small blurb on what you did. February 15th, show us your kits, lunch kits that is. February 16th, stop the debate, go hydrate, post pictures of you promoting water consumption. February 17th, snack time is the best time, display your healthy snacks. February 18th, crock it out, walk out with your crock out, wear your Crocs and get some steps in every 30 minutes is best for health. For 284 News, Ron Grant reporting.
Our residents are encouraged to participate in the scheduled activities aimed at promoting a healthy lifestyle while promoting health, wellness, and fun. Now viewers, now to some sports where the Boys FC duly overcame a tenacious Lions Heart FC 3-1 and VG United stunned the Islanders FC 3-0 as the action continued in the BVI Football Association's National Football League over the weekend. Playing on the Virgin Gorda Recreation Ground, the youthful VG United took the game to the Islanders from the first whistle, causing their more illustrious opponents all manner of problems as they raced into a 2-0 lead inside the 10 minutes. Jadon Abrams scored the first goal for VG United and Sheldon Tony doubled the advantage before another product of the youth development program at the club, Devante Samuel, made sure all the points would be staying in VG with a 44th minute strike, making the score 3-0. In the second game, also on Virgin Gorda, goals from Terrence Nanton, German Gonzalez, and Mark Neek Williams gave Boys FC a 3-1 victory over Lionheart FC, whose lone goal came from Matthew Murray. Meanwhile, in the game over on Tortola, East End Longluck New Stadium venue, One Love FC and Wolves FC battled out a 1-1 draw, while Rebels FC dented the title aspirations of Panthers FC with a 2-1 victory. In another fixture, Old Madrid beat One Caribbean 2-1 with two late goals from Fitzroy Daly, Roald Hoyt, securing the comeback from behind victory after Padilla had originally put One Caribbean ahead in the first half. Well, viewers, up next, CCT's community outreach enlightens grade 2 students of St. George's Primary. And regionally, the United States Virgin Islands frustrated by the Department of Health's response to legionnaires. All this after a word from our sponsors.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a brand new season of The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, a show poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. It doesn't always involve suits and, bow ties, but raw, real-life lessons that translate to grounded, community-minded, well-rounded men. This season, I'm taking you on an entirely different journey, from chefs to dancers, philanthropists, communications specialists, and much more. I'm heading outside in the field to share the journey of some of the BVI's best and brightest men. From East End to West End, Bojangada, Jackson Lake, not forgetting Antigata. Our Virgin Islands gentlemen are doing the damn thing, and I'm so proud. Get ready to reason, reflect, and redirect. We are the movers and shakers of this generation, and we ain't afraid to show it. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 3 by yours truly, Ron Grant, raising a generation of greatness.
Well, welcome back, viewers. While CCT BVI's community initiative, CCT Cares, continues its commitment through community outreach across the Virgin Islands. Well, recently, retail manager of CCT, Mr. Jamali Thomas, took some time to enlighten grade 2 students at St. George's School. 284's Ron Grant has the story.
It is never too early to learn. Grade 2 students of St. George's had an opportunity to learn about communication from the BVI's premier telecommunications company, CCT, which the students thoroughly enjoyed. I spoke with CCT's retail manager, Mr. Jamali Thomas, on the initiative. Listen in.
It was an idea by my daughter, Giselle Thomas. They was doing a subject in class about communication. So she told the teacher, well, my daddy works at CCT and he does communication. So the teacher reached out to me and said it was her idea and invited me to speak to the kids of grade 2. And I was happy to do so. I talked about communication. I gave a definition for communication. And then I basically went through my role in communication, which is telecommunication, and I gave them a broad overview of how communication works from a telecom perspective. We talked about the data center, we talked about the towers, we spoke about the antennas, the different radios on the tower, and we use those antennas to connect to the cell phone, and that's how we make a call, and everything is routed through the data center. We talked about the different internet options and stuff like that. So I just gave them a very broad picture of how it worked, showed them what the tower was. I looked at the class window, showed them what the antenna was next to their school, be able to identify it. I asked them to, on the drive home with their moms and their dads, asked them to look for the towers and, point out to their parents and tell them what they learned today in class. But they were very excited. It all was, the big finale was we had the bucket truck that came up to the schoolyard, and some of my coworkers, Rennie and Angel, was able to demonstrate how the bucket truck works. And they were very, very excited about that. It made their day. Somebody said, this is the best presentation ever. So I was happy to do so.
Did you guys enjoy the surprise? Can you guys say thank you to my co-workers for coming today? All right, thank you guys.
We're a local company and we believe in giving back to the local community. It's something that we take a lot of pride in, in terms of our, just our teacher plans, giving back to the educators. We have a discounted plan for all the teachers out there, supporting the Rainbow Children Homes and the different various schools and stuff like that, the mental health organization and all the different groups that we give back to. Red Cross, we donated some phones during the pandemic for them to do the hotline relief. So this is something that we continuously do, something that we're passionate about, and we believe in building up the BVI and supporting them whenever we can do so. The community pours money into us, and we believe in putting back some of that money back into the community as well.
For 284 News, Ron Grant reporting.
Well, thank you, Ron. Always great to see initiatives like this from CCT, who continues to inspire the younger generation, as the younger generation is the future of the territory. I'm sure so many children would have been inspired through that initiative. We probably will have a lot of applications within the next 10 to 15 years here at CCT. Well, viewers, moving on to regional stories, where after reports of an outbreak of the sometimes deadly legionnaires disease in the neighboring United States Virgin Islands, residents are appealing to the Department of Health to offer more information on the source of the outbreak and how exactly the disease was contracted. Well, during a press conference on Monday, Deputy Health Commissioner Ruben Molloy was asked for more information on the two individuals who contracted the disease and the circumstances in which it was contracted. Molloy ultimately was unable to provide this clarity in his attempt to balance public safety and the privacy of the individuals. Take a look.
Hi, good afternoon, Richard. A couple questions for the Assistant Commissioner Molloy about Legionnaire's disease. Can he tell us where they suspect these two cases contracted the disease, and are they hospitalized?
Thank you, Susan, for the question. There was one case on St. Croix and one case on St. Thomas. We as public health professionals have to balance and protect the safety of the public versus the privacy of individuals. So we provide information that that we think will allow us to achieve that. So we're a small community, and we don't want to give out too much information that will allow individuals to be identified. But two cases, one at St. Croix, one at St. Thomas.
Can you give us any kind of generalized idea? Like, did they maybe contract this off island, out of the territory, or in a public place? Or, it sounds like a pretty serious disease. And if people had an idea of what to look for, where they might, be aware of getting in trouble. So can you just give us some idea if it was a public place or private or off island?
I don't have that information available. However, as was stated earlier, it cannot be contracted person to person.
Right.
You can catch it by aerosolized water vapors. And it's prone to growth in warm, moist environments.
Well, viewers, meanwhile, in an article published yesterday, the VI Consortium noted that they were able to speak with Health Commissioner Stoutt Encarnacion, who disclosed that one of the 2 sickened individuals have been hospitalized. Encarnacion also cited patient privacy concerns in the interview, but ultimately affirmed that she is not concerned about the spread of legionnaires disease in the territory. Well, Encarnacion also noted that the CDC should have arrived in the United States Virgin Islands to assist with testing for legionnaires. But the CDC says that legionnaires disease is a serious type of pneumonia caused by Legionella bacteria, where people can get sick when they breathe in small droplets of water or accidentally swallow water containing Legionella into the lungs, end quote. But while the CDC says that in general, people do not spread Legionnaires to other people, they also stated that it may be possible under rare circumstances, citing that a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine in contrary with Malloy's definitive response. But the CDC also reported that about 1 in 10 persons who get sick from Legionnaire's disease will die. Well, viewers, that's all we have for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow as we deliver your daily dose of local, regional, and international content. 284 News, your source for honest and impartial news right here on 284media.com. Well, viewers, happy Wednesday. Everyone have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Livestream Cable TV is here with CCT Live. Access over 80 channels that you can watch either at home or when you're on the go. And don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Rewind and watch in your own time. Come to CCT today and ask about our 1-month free trial offer. CCT Live. Bring it home.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top up power?